Hello and welcome to Autodesk India user community on Revit 2012 new features on user interface enhancements for rotate tool, type selector and keyboard shortcuts. With respect to rotate tool, we can move the center point of rotation for objects in 4 different ways. The first method is the old method of drag and dropping, and the second method is to select the rotate tool and press space bar and we can select the new point of rotation. The third method is to select the rotate tool, click on the old center point and then choose the new center point. And the fourth method is to select the rotate tool and in the options bar there is the place command and select the new center point of rotation to do the rotation. The second enhancement is with respect to type selector, which can now be added to ribbon modify tab and to quick access toolbar. On the properties panel, right click on the type selector and we find the two options to add. Adding to ribbon modify tab, we can now find it in the modify tab of the ribbon. When we select the command, say component, and it is available in the ribbon modify tab. For any other command also, it will be available in the modify tab. Getting back the properties panel, when we right click and add to the quick access toolbar, we can find the type selector at the quick access toolbar. We can remove from the quick access and the ribbon by right click options. The third enhancement is with respect to keyboard shortcuts, which can now be exported as an XML file and imported back into Revit. When we select the keyboard shortcuts from user interface, we could see from the last version that we can type in the new shortcut keys and apply them immediately. Instead of each person using different keyboard shortcuts in an office environment, we can export this data as an XML sheet where all the keyboard shortcuts can be typed and each person can import this same XML file so that everybody will be using the same keyboard shortcuts without much confusion. So exporting this as an XML file and saving it in a common location, press OK and open this in an Excel sheet and say open and choose the file where we have saved it using all files type and say open and access all the XML data in this format. You can see the command name, command ID and the shortcuts where it has to be entered. When after entering all the shortcuts here, we can save the data and import it in Revit. So for example, if I would like to give a shortcut for section, I will type in SN, capital SN, and let me save the file. Saving the file, we can save as an XML data file. I'm overwriting the previous file and say save, say yes for replacing and continue. Going back to Revit and user interface panel and choosing keyboard shortcuts, now import the same XML file and say OK. We can either merge or override the existing shortcut settings. Merging will only add the new ones, so I will choose the first option there and giving a check on the new shortcut on section. Type in from the search section and you can find the shortcut SN being assigned and say OK. And we just to test, yes, it is working.